What is an English accent? Does it matter? Do I need to adopt an English accent? Accent is not something finds only in English language. Accent can find in many languages including Spanish. Most students who start learning English as a second language get confused with an English accent. What does accent mean? A distinctive way of pronouncing a language, especially one associated with a particular country, area, or social class. In Latin American countries that we can find many different Spanish accents. Within Chile again we can find few accents. Santiago accent different to the southern Chilean accent and Achao Island accent is different to both of them. In the same way, English accent is different from country to country, regions to regions, and even within a region you can find different accents. Which accent I should adopt? Canadian, American, British, Australian, etc. Let's make this puzzle clear by listening to different strong accents of few of our friends from Australia, Ireland, Scotland, and Boston.
Car, and I started chasing him up the road, and then he went down a side street, and then the police were coming, and I flashed them and sent them off in the direction of him. But mate, all I had was me jocks on. I was chasing him up the street, and I'm just like, mate, like
there'd be a full moon there about night, and it should be bright out, and there could anyone go up in the mountains about night, sure. Well, there was 45 sheep missing, like, and the lambs and everything, the sheep just count out a nice bit of money, like.
What's your name?
My name's Kevin Patterson, and I'm a guide on the River Tweed. Like, we're standing here down in the borders. We're just outside Melrose, which is a famous town. Over the back of us here, we've got the Eildons, one of the most famous landmarks on the border.
Baby wheel. It's a baby fucking wheel, man! Holy shit, we are witnessing a baby fucking wheel right here, dude. Holy shit! That thing is big, Jay. What is that thing? It looks hurt.
You see what I'm talking about? There it is now. 35 years I thought it was gonna change. Ain't changed the same damn thing. Same thing. And I said, I'm about ready to get the hell out of here. The same thing. Was back in 30s and 40s. The same ain't no different. The same damn thing.
You might be thinking now, what the hell was that? Do they even speak the same language? Of course, yes. They speak the same language. English. Now let's take a look at how our next set of friends speak.
As an entrepreneur, today is very difficult, and tomorrow is even more difficult. But the day after tomorrow is very beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening. You have to work hard, you have to learn.
In damaging our climate, we become the architects of our own destruction. While the planet can survive the scorching of the earth and the rising of the waters, the human race cannot. The absurd thing is that we know exactly what needs to be done. We know we cannot adapt sufficiently to go on as we are, nor can we build ourselves a new atmosphere.
Well, the three countries you mentioned, curiously, what you have to look at is where is our diaspora largest, wealthiest, and strongest. And the three countries you mentioned happen to be in the top 5. There's your answer. Just look at it. Each country, each leader has their domestic political considerations. We understand that. After all,
imagine that. Everywhere I turned, they said, no, it won't happen, it's not gonna happen, and forget about it. Luckily, I did not listen. I started taking acting classes, English classes, even accent removal classes. I ran around all day saying lines like, a fine wine grows on a vine.
The truth is, I never wanted to be a chef. And that's me being brutally honest.
But I was born into a working class family. My father was a chef. My grandfather was a chef. My uncle was a chef. My brothers started out as chefs. And in those days, in the 70s, when you were born into humble beginnings, you tended to follow your father's footsteps.
Now, in today's education system, the things you have to do is teach children how to solve problems. The most important thing we can do from an education perspective would be to create children who are intellectually curious. Because to me, the day you stop becoming intellectually curious, you have actually died. You become a zombie. If your mind is not growing and you stop learning, there is no purpose of living at that point.
What did you notice? What did you notice? Even though they have slightly different accents between them, which is not prominent, their pronunciation is very clear and understandable. They take time and speak slowly. Always there is a space between sentences, sometimes even between words. What does it mean? Obsessed with an accent does not help you to clearing up your pronunciation. As long as your pronunciation is clear and easy to understand, that your accent does not matter. Best accent for you is always your accent. Key here is your pronunciation need to be good. I hope this simple video made you clear about what you should focus on as a secondary language learner. Start practicing with understandable, clear pronunciation, and within time you will have your own accent. Trust the chameleon.